days to my birthday. I will not be here for my birthday. All right? No, well, actually, let me not say it like that. I'll be here on the 18th. That's a working day. When I say I will not be around, that's a long weekend. So I am a plans. All right? My brothers and I and others. My brothers and others and I. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it in the news this morning. And I see here that, well, of course, the unions jumped out yesterday. They had a press conference. Listen, some ought to be wrong with people in this place, you know. 13 trade unions calling themselves the Progressive Independent Trade Unions are now threatening legal action against the government over the state of emergency regulations that restrict public protests at 15 designated locations nationwide. The unions warn that the measures undermine, oh God, what is this? It undermines constitutional freedoms and severely limit traditional labor rights. You know, when you're under a state of emergency, a lot of your constitutional rights are suspended, right? To start with. Good? That's a given, right? More so, you are under a state of emergency for a reason, right? We've had a problem with crime. And yes, these 15 zones or places were put out after the protests at the DPP's office. However, when you look at the places at these 15 locations, right? It's 15 locations there. It's not the whole country. Right, fellas? It's not the whole country. It's 15 locations. 15 in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. They just say, look, it have these 15 places that you ought not to protest in front of. The director of Public Prosecution's Office was one of those places named. Right? The Police Administration Building, the Office of the Prime Minister, the Office of the President, the Ministry of Finance. Right? These are specific ministries. Now, the Ministry of Finance have anything to do with the protests for Joshua Samaru and Kayese? Of course not. But it's a high national security building, or a building that falls under high security, right? Or security risk, because it's the finance ministry. And there was a couple others inside there, but all of them, I mean, what is all on? Or on some kind of drugs or something that we don't know about, or on Molly or something, everybody high, I don't know, you know. It's 15 places. You could protest everywhere else. While they couldn't protest or they were removed from in front of the DPP's office here, they had a protest right there by the Forensic Science Center. And all that took place, there was some videos circulating. But the officers were correct. You could protest by the Forensic Science Center, but you can't do it in the car park of the Forensic Science Center. Because I think I saw a video where they would just tell them, look, if you want to protest, you have to go over there. Right? People want to make an issue out. We can't come in my car park and do that. That the car park, the way people can pull out the park. So you can't have no big gathering of people coming to protest in people's car park. You could go across you and you could protest all you want. No problem. There are areas around the Queen's Park, Savannah, that you could hold your little protest and thing. No problem if you want to do it anywhere within that. You just can't do it in front of the Prime Minister's office. You can't do it in front of the President's office. The Diplomatic Center is another one. So what is the issue? What's the issue? You're surely not going to be able to march because that would require police permission. And under the SOE, I can't see the police granting any permission for any march anywhere. Right? Now, there is going to be a peace walk. That's why I want to call Orlando this morning to find out where, well, it's a peace walk, it's not a protest. But if it's a peace walk, it would require some level of traffic management. So I want to find out what's going on with that, right? But we will find out that in time to come. We will get to that. Oh, look, the Prime Minister here. The Prime Minister stands firm on no protest zones, tell trade unions she won't be backing down despite threat of legal action. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says her government will not back down from regulations restricting access to 15 protest zones across Trinidad and Tobago, despite threats of legal action from a coalition of trade unions. Speaking with the media yesterday, Persad-Bissessar dismissed concerns raised by the Progressive Independent Trade Unions, an amalgamation of 13 affiliated unions, arguing that the restrictions undermine constitutional freedoms and limit long-established labor rights. You have this headline. The story I'm reading. Oh, God. I can't remember what name it now, but anyway, she went on to say, quote, I suggest that the union should focus on working with the government on issues that would actually benefit their members. Every citizen, and I'm going to repeat this very slowly here, every citizen can protest anywhere in the country besides these 15 places. I'm going to repeat that. Every citizen, any citizen, can protest anywhere in the country except these 15 places. The DPP's office, the 2 airports, the Port Authority, but the port, the Defense Force headquarters, the TTPS headquarters, the Ministry of Finance, the President's House, etc. are high security areas, so you can't have large gatherings in front of these places that gangs may infiltrate. It's common sense. That's what, end quote. The regulations introduced under the current state of emergency prohibit public protests and demonstrations within 500 meters of several key state institutions and sensitive facilities nationwide. What is the issue? I really stumped, yes? I don't know. Let's see. Why this thing to skip and go all over the place when you... That's not. It have a, hold on, eh? Where the other headlines were? Right. Oh, look at here. Crowds ease as some maxi taxi drivers return to work on the second day of the strike. And the Prime Minister has said to the maxi drivers that the government is ready to help. So, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has pledged that her government will assist maxi taxi drivers in any way possible, as she described them as decent, hard-working citizens with legitimate grievances. Weighing in on the strike action by many, you know, this thing real sickening now, you know. Right, this thing will just pop up and block the whole page. Weighing in on the strike action by many maxi taxi operators across Trinidad, Persad-Bissessar was sympathetic to their plight. She said to the media, quote, the vast majority of maxi operators are decent, hardworking people who ensure that our loved ones get to work or school and back home and home safely. I have nothing negative to say about them because they provide a service that is generally efficient and safe. Persad-Bissessar added that a number of them have provided transportation services to the UNC over the years and presently. The drivers have expressed what they call long-standing concerns dealing with the speed limit, escalating crime, illegal PH taxi operations, NIS contributions, and upgrades to the maxi taxi hubs and terminals. So, I spoke to Minister Zakur. So I spoke to Eli Zakur yesterday, spoke to him last night. Like I said yesterday morning, his family have a business like a stone throw away from where I live in. So in walking and that kind of thing, we've always, sometimes I pop in the store, he called me in the store, wherever, when he was there with this old man. And, we had conversations and whatever. So I picked up the phone and I called him yesterday on this whole situation. Because I was a bit confused yesterday, to tell you the truth. I was confused yesterday because in reading the headline, where it said, yesterday's headline said, let me just pull up yesterday's headline, hold on. Right? I want to get that headline proper from yesterday. I don't want to miss. Right. Yesterday's headline read, crippling strike. Hundreds left stranded as maxi taxi operators protest. 4-hour meeting, this is the one. 4-hour meeting with Zakuru fails to resolve issues. And then it says, Route 1, 4, and 5, back on the job today. Route 2, continue protests. Route 3, split. All I have that headline from yesterday, it labeled crippling strike. I see that the headlines didn't go through again. I don't know why I sent it, when I sent it to STV Breaking Down, I don't know why it has given that trouble, but when I sent it to Chris, I don't get no problem. Right, so this was the headline yesterday, right? So let me just analyze this for 1 second, right? It says, 4-hour meeting with Zakuru fails to resolve the issues. But somehow, some way, 3 out of the 5 routes decided to go back on duty after the meeting. And 1 group was split on whether they should or they shouldn't. Right? Where some drivers came out yesterday and some didn't. So fellas in the back, if the meeting had failed, would not all the routes have stood firm and say we holding out till Wednesday? They had planned to strike Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They met with him on Monday. 3 of the routes decided to come out on Tuesday following that meeting. But they said the meeting wasn't a success. Or the meeting didn't bear any fruit in the headline. But that don't make sense. I don't know. But anyway, 1, 4, and 5 went back out. Route 3 was split. Yesterday we had the president of the Route 2 Max Taxi Association with us. And, Route 2 Maxi Taxi drivers ended the protest yesterday afternoon and were back on the road by 6 p.m. So, oh, good. This clip is courtesy IAN News, the Ian Allen Network. So, yesterday as well, and you have to commend, I don't care nobody tell me, you have to commend the Homeland Security Minister or whomever took the decision. You have the clip with all the buses, the transport. Yes. So yesterday, of course, on Monday they rolled out a few of these police buses or maxis. And yesterday, the Homeland Security Ministry apparently had a meeting with the fire service, the Defense Force, the ODPM, the TTPS, and all arms of national security that fall under his portfolio. And he called out every vehicle that was available under the national security apparatus of Homeland Security. And he put them out there to transport people home. And I don't care what anybody tell me. That's a good thing. There's nothing negative about that. Right? Despite some people would like to find a negative thing to poke at whatever. But that's a good thing. Right? We had the fire service with a little small maxi and them coming up in the back there. Right? So they deployed all of that. And I spoke to Eli last night, and he told me he also had more buses. There was some buses that were in for maintenance, and they worked around the clock because on Thursday last week they would have gotten word that this protest action would have taken place. And what they did is they got down to, he had a meeting with the maintenance department, so on and so forth, and they worked round the clock to get those buses that were down for maintenance work back up and running so that they could put more buses in action when the strike action would have taken place, right? For Monday. So that was good to see that they were prepared, right? Because whether or not you want to, you could say whatever you want to say, but that is how you're supposed to respond to any type of action. So any action that could create any kind of any action that could hamper any form of stability in any sector. It's how you respond to it, right? And it is a national security issue because you cannot have people standing up in great numbers or wherever till wherever over the night waiting on transportation, and that would leave them vulnerable to criminal elements. So it goes hand in hand because there are many facets or layers to policing or national security. It's not just about crime suppression and things like that. There are many different angles that you can approach policing or national security issues from, right? And like I had to explain yesterday, all of this forms part of community policing as well. Because the police have an opportunity to interact with the public. You know? So, I see it as a good thing. I have no issue with that. All right. We got to move on. I had to get some water too. So we're going to take the break. We're going to come back from the break. We're going to get your thoughts. Oh, sorry, yeah? I spoke to Eli yesterday, but I didn't say what what the bottom line was. So the meeting, he said what happened in the meeting. He didn't want to go into specifics with me. I respect that. But he said what happened in the meeting is that a lot of the things that they're requesting need legislative amendments. And that is our process. So it's not like the issues they have brought before him is something that he could just put a stamp on and say, okay. It don't work like that. He now has to take that, of course, to cabinet and so on and so forth, and then they have to bring that forward to the parliament for debate and then get that passed. And so a lot of legislative amendments is needed for the request that the max taxi drivers have, which he has no problem with. He said, but what happened, why he didn't put anything in writing, is because you cannot put something in writing where you are not in control or full control of getting it passed. Because in other words, these are not his words specifically, I'm paraphrasing here and I'm putting across in my words. In other words, because it's not an issue that he could rubber stamp directly, he can't put it in writing because it has to go to the parliament. And when it goes to the parliament, it has to be debated. Right? And you may not get support from the other side on certain issues maybe. And that's why he could not put anything in writing. Right? So that's how it is. But it's being addressed. All of their issues, it's being addressed. And they will move forward from there. All right. We take the break. And when we come back from the break, I'll give you some information on the therapeutic massage and beauty culture. I just can't do it right now. I need some water, boy. My throat dry. So take the break. When we come back, we'll deal with that and we'll take some calls all the way up until Pastor John. Stay tuned. We're back after this, and I'll see if I get Orlando Octave on the line as well.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Legends need to be celebrated while they can still hear the applause. Trinidad and Tobago, let's show our appreciation for this Calypso giant in Thank You, David.
Saturday, June 6th at Napa, Port of Spain.
One night, one legend, countless unforgettable songs.
Celebrating King David in his presence and performing some of his many hits include Roger George, KV Charles, Chrison Joseph, Terry Lyons, Adrian Filbert, Irvin Alves, Chuck Gordon.
Special guest Super Bandman, Dane Gulston, and the Lydian Singers.
MC Sonny Bling.
Tickets cost $225 and $275. If stocks last, call 491-1802.
Thank you, David.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsayn, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
TT Bet Arena is your one-stop entertainment destination in Trinidad and Tobago. Bet on international sport with pre-game and live wagering.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, but they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars.
Distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. we select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth. And we go shout from the top of the mountain. This is the greatest place, our great escape. My favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. The elders teach it to me as a child, and this is how we know that we are alive. Fancy people never need too much to start a vibe. It's fancy time, June and July. You need to fly down to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Rollins Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
All right, so we're back, and as we return, Director, you know, we just talk a lot of things on this program. I might be criticized for some of the things that I say. And one of the things I said, right? But you just know people is listening, right? Because X and I, Mr. X and I have been the only 2 people talking this talk, and ignorant people, people who don't listen, they don't stop, they don't analyze, they just think on emotion, right? They would have missed it now, boy. Because they're so studying the emotional talk now. Remember I say all the wasting all the time on the pavement? Right? And what did I propose that they do? I say pass a hat around, open a bank account, not a bank account, open a GoFundMe and start to collect money for the girl legal expenses. Because if she has to go straight up to the Privy Council, it's going to cost money. And I said it's a win-win situation, because if she's innocent and she wins in the first instance, then the money that you donate will go towards her medical expenses or her being a single mother now and take care of her and her child, right? Yesterday, lo and behold, put it full screen now, so that everybody could see the account number. Because I want them to see it. Because we are all kind of people in the chat and thing now, that emotional now. So let me deal with the emotions now. So, some banking information was released yesterday. All right? This came straight from those involved in the protest. I hope it is with the permission of Kaya Sealy. No. I point it up. Brother, it come from their page. Trust me. It come directly from Philip. Right? Alyssa Philip. So, here's some banking information that they put out. Right? For medical expenses and legal expenses. All right? So, for those of you, if you want to donate, all you go and donate. Take it down now. Right? I see that yesterday. That was put out yesterday. I hope, once again, that it is with the permission of the Sealy family. Because although you are the leader of the protest, right? You ought to still consult with the Sealy family, but if it's not Kaya Sealy herself, you should consult with the mother or some member of the family on that initiative. Okay? But that's what I said to do. And now all the entertainers who just make money, I mean, Carnival in too long gone, right? Everybody was in 3, 4, 5, 6 feta night. So all the entertainers and everybody that's interested, right? You could contact them now to make sure that it is a legitimate. If you don't want to take it from me, contact Alyssa Philip directly via her social media pages, all right? And or you could proceed and assist, right? And I would imagine they're going to get a lot of help because the country is kind of divided on the situation, so that everybody that has taken a side, or you could go ahead and put in something. I always say, is a small, every drop does fill the bucket, right? So I always say, when a child have an operation to do and costing $500,000, all it does take is 50,000 people to put $10, you know, or 5,000 people per $100, right? That's what it takes. It don't take much. Good. So all you can get started today with that. All right. Let me take a couple calls here because I messaged Orlando this morning. But if I don't get him this morning, let me see here. I ain't got no response yet. But I will call him on the fly in just a little bit. Yesterday, well, we already showed what happened with the maxis and things like that, right? So the maxi taxi drivers are back out. Route 1, 2, I would presume 3, and we know 4 and 5 were back out. So they're back out today. And so that is behind the country now. The Prime Minister has signaled an intention to assist them, saying that their grievances, you know, it's legitimate grievances that they have, long-standing grievances, but legitimate, and the government will move towards working with them. We have the unions, who for some reason held a press conference yesterday, because all of a sudden they are opposed to they seem to be opposed to these 15 zones. 15 zones, but you know, sometimes I just had a wonder, you know. Anyway, let me open the phone and take a few calls and get people's thoughts on the issues of the last, let's just say, 24 hours. Morning. Hello.
I saw the opening boss. Yeah, morning. I saw the opening. The boss would after the put the thing, boy.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
Hello, yeah, man.
And like I said, before you go and you donate anything, contact Alyssa Philip through her social media page. Ensure it is legitimate, and you could ask that question. Ask her if she has gotten permission from the Sealy family, because I don't know. But if it is that it did put out something to access funds, fine, no problem. Because that is what I've been saying for the longest while. That is going to be far more effective than what you're trying to do all the time. But say what? I sometimes, you know, me, I just... Morning.
Yeah, man, it's upon you, man.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw they open the bus suit, boy.
Yeah, the bus shoot is open.
Right, so that, you see, when them people start to their shopping and something, just do that, open the bus suit. You didn't think so?
Well, now that the maxis are back out, I do not know if it's going to be a wise idea to have the bus route open because it could cause some traffic gridlock on the bus route.
I just say in case they come with that sometime in the future again. That is all that I do open. That is all that I do open the bus route and that is it. Everything. You didn't think so?
Well, I don't think it's just opening the bus route. It's going to take a little. It takes a little more than that, but you know. But it's one part of probably one part of a solution, yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. I'll see if I get Orlando at the top of the hour. Hello, good morning. Morning.
A very, very good morning to you, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
It's a fact. And you confirmed that this morning. Great mind things alike. I ain't saying my mind that great, eh? However, you could ask 2 dozen people. I could send their names for you, their addresses, their phone numbers, and they'll tell you the same thing you just said. I say that. Open my go fund me account, and if this have to go straight to the Privy Council, take it to the Privy Council. 1. 2. I still find that the police and the protective services that are human duty, great.
Of course.
And this is in the public domain, so it's not any problem here with you at the station. Rhoda Barrett had to say, when you want a police vehicle, and when they need vehicle to go on patrol, you can't get vehicle, but they have vehicle to drop people home. Rhoda, you ever see a boss doing police patrol? All the best, have a great morning.
Morning. Oh, God.
You, Mr. Stefan?
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to know, Stefan, I know what they do there, but I ain't studying that because I'm going to tell you something, right? I could remember when something happened, only the Christmas was taking place somewhere down Gulf City. And when the government of the sent buses free because taxi driver was charging $30, okay? And they went down there. So I'm not in favor at this, right? But it's something good that is still doing. You understand what I'm saying? I just making you know, right? That the PNM government would have done plenty better than this because they would have sent private buses too and pay the private buses to carry people also with the defense force and the police and things. Mr. Stefan, I just making you know that the word on the ground because it's not me that's saying that. And if you don't know about it, Google it. And I am calling from Siparia, Mr. Stefan, to tell you this. Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man. We'll go again. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Well, I observe all organizations and even the new group of trade unions. What they're looking to do first is to use the best weapon first to force the government to at least have a meeting with them or do whatever they want to do, hoping to get what they expect. But the Prime Minister made a statement yesterday that everybody has the right to do anything within the framework of the law. But what I didn't hear she said and what she's doing, she also, the government also, have the right to do whatever is necessary in having the country run the way it is supposed to be run.
Right.
So whilst people talk, they have to look at what are the alternatives that is available to the government, and the government is demonstrating some simple little things that actually shutting them down. So yesterday, coming into it means that people are finding alternative measures for transport. So the Maxi Taxis Association realized that they would lose money, and plenty of them have bills to pay the very same way. So for the other unions who are looking for money that the country don't have right now, and talking and blagging, I see they're using Mr. Ash or Mr. Crystal. And they want to make him the leader of the group, and he tearing up paper and he moving like he's some kind of badger. But when the mark bus, the teachers will go against him and parents will go against him because the children's education is
Yeah,
far
because-
more important
Caller.
because it's anything.
Caller,
Yeah.
you mentioned Crystal
Yeah,
Ash, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is any order stopping Crystal Ash, who's the head of tutor, right? So as the head of tutor, if he wanted, where's the place that he could go and protest? Not in front of the Ministry of Education?
Correct, and there's no
Anything
blockage
stopping
there.
him from doing that?
No. Nothing stopping any of them from protesting where they work and all too. But it is just do have a proposal on the table and wants them now he using them now to force the government to offer he something. Something was offered before, 001. And he didn't have a counter proposal when he paid him off him that. So the issue with him now is that he's misleading the nurses. And now he's using Ash and Ash like a fool because they're trying to raise the hand and Ash don't know what to do. He say he get legal advice, so the government don't have legal advice. But let it go with it going. And when they get shut down and they realize what happened, people will remove them from the head because they're misleading the membership of their organizations. They need to understand country comes first. What you got to do, man?
All right. That's the next thing too. If Edie Stewart want to go and protest, and they went and protested in front of the Ministry of Health building the other day, it have no restriction stopping them from doing that. None. Morning.
Hello, Stefan.
Yes,
Good
what's up?
morning. Yes. Well, hats off to Guevara for what he did. Congratulations. You know, yesterday I was hearing on one of the talk shows, radio talk shows, right? A spokesperson for some of the red bands. You know what some of the things they are asking for example, some of those red bands engage with PTSD to take children to and from school, right?
Yes.
And do you know that, well, I don't know, really don't have an opinion on it, but when they are not doing that, like during the day, they are free to take passengers otherwise. Right? So it's like,
Yeah, but you heard what the
go ahead.
president
And
said
another
yesterday,
thing-
right? You heard what the president said yesterday on that school children issue, right?
No, sorry, I just heard this person and she is in charge of Route 2 or some kind of thing, Maxine.
Route 2. I had the president from Route 2 on yesterday morning. So what he said, just to let you know, right, in case you missed it, is that where the school children is concerned, unfortunately, there is no allocation in the budget. There has never been an allocation in the budget for the service that they provide in terms of dropping these school children to school. So what happened? Yeah, what happened is why they are owed money continuously is because there is no budgetary allocation. The contract states that they will be paid when money is available. Right? Which to me is madness, because if you recognize the need for the service, then you ought to recognize that that service should be budgeted for. Fair enough?
Well, yes, but you
right.
know.
So we hope that the Minister of Finance, will in this upcoming budget start allocating monies towards that, so that they're not owed for months and months and months and months, or for long periods of time. You know what I mean? But go ahead. But that was what he said.
Yes. But it's kind of like normal, but it really shouldn't be. Where you have government contracts, you have to wait for your money. It's slow but it's sure kind of thing, And one of the other things, I'm just saying what I heard, I don't remember everything she said. She said that when a Maxi owner with the Maxi Pass, or permission to drive the Maxi, right? When one of them is sick or die or something, they are fighting for the next of kin to be given that. Well, yes. What do you think about that?
That is one of the major. I was told by Maxi taxi drivers that is one of their major issues. However, I did not see it on the list of issues that was brought forward. We didn't discuss that yesterday morning. But that is the, I found out yesterday during the course of the day, speaking to a couple maxi taxi operators, they say, boy, Stefan, that is our major issue, is that transfer to next of kin. Because if I am an owner of a maxi taxi and I die, right, and my wife or my next of kin is dependent on that maxi for income, they have to go through a very long, frustrating process to do so. When the transfer of that pass should be, you know, simple and almost automatic, because it is a next of kin issue. It is not like it's some stranger that you're passing it over to, it's your next of kin. So that is one of their major issues. And I didn't see that as something that would be addressed.
Yeah, but what are the stipulations? There must be stipulations. There must be a criteria for a person obtaining that pass. They must have, you know, certain heavy or whatever. And yesterday you were talking about the speed limit. I believe it's based on the weight of the vehicle or something, just like the trucks.
Yes, the president did speak to that yesterday as well. He said according to the engineering and stuff. Right. According to the engineering, there is no reason why they can't go up to 80. But I spoke to like I say, I talked to a couple of maxi taxi operators yesterday, and all of them said the same thing to me. They said, Stefan, that's really not one of our key concerns, you know. That's speed limiting, you know. Because at the end of the day, they just take the little chance and exceed the speed limit just like everybody else out here. And nobody in jumping them. It's not like the police waiting by the corner and ticket. They say, yeah, one or two men might get a little ticket when the day or the month come or wherever. But it's not like if the police over the shoulder setting up speed trap and, you know, they're comfortable. They're not getting nobody in jumping them. So they still take the little chance. They just exceed the 65 every now and then. When they have to, depending, right?
And
but they know that they have a busload of passengers, so they know there are safety issues that come with that. They are responsible for multiple persons' lives, and they don't, you know, they operate within those safety restrictions. But they might go a little to 65, but that is no major. That is not one of the major things to them.
Right. Well, just 1 second again. Those passes, right? Those permits. When say the next of kin, if it's transferred, I think it's a good majority of them. They don't actually drive the maxis, right? Of course, they will have drivers. They will hire drivers and so. Yeah. And then it has to be renewed. So when they have a driver, I heard that there were 3 persons could be allowed on a pass. Right? And when it has to be renewed, the owner has to renew it on their name. So those are things, I don't know how it works, but I guess, you know, say what. Well, congrats to Guevara again. All the best. Take care.
All right, no problem. Yeah, that was one of the major concerns to the maxi drivers was just somewhere. Okay. Well, somebody telling me something else here now. But I just going by what the drivers told me yesterday. A couple drivers that I spoke to, they said that was our main concern, that transfer, because one guy said, you know, they would have to go through a whole process of going to get a lawyer and pay a lawyer money to see about this document, and it should be a lot simpler than that. Morning.
So how are you?
I'm fine.
Just a consideration for the maxi transfers of the license. This is just my opinion. I think the permission or the license should be granted to a company rather than an individual, with the company having certain requirements which the individual now has to do. So must have drivers of such and such experience, must have this quality from the DMV, and must have audits, you know, the normal things. Right. Defensive driving. And the reason I say that is a next of kin isn't necessarily a responsible person, as we have seen with many monarchies in the past. Yeah. Right? There's the same transfer of power. Right. But a company now, if you register a company and you have other people in your family as company members, then the transfer can occur within the company. And if the company doesn't keep up the conditions of the license, it is revoked, but it isn't revoked from a person.
Right.
It's revoked from the company, and thereby giving other people who may have all the other conditions met a chance to get it.
Right.
Because it's not a thing to be passed down from. So let's just say the Gerald family will have it forever in their lineage, and just because you're a Gerald, you'll get it. Okay. It must have these objective measurables that you can say, okay, you can get one. And that's why I say a company can be held more to account in terms of the conditions than an individual.
Than an individual, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks very much, sir.
No problem, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah. I mean, look, that makes sense. That makes sense to me, and I'm very sure that all of that will form part of the discussion, because according to Eli, the discussions went well, but it's just that a lot of the requests need legislative amendments, and I think that's what the public need to understand too. Things don't happen just so. You understand what I'm saying? There is a process for everything, which we have been going to lengths to try to explain to people with other situations, but there is a process to everything, and that process has to take its place. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yes, sir.
Stefan, I'm trying to analyze a little scenario here. And it's only when you mention about the transportation for the children, them, with the buses and things, it really clicked that. So we have early childhood education, this is free. We have free education up to tertiary education in Trinidad. We have laptops, we have free food, and free transport. I wonder if the parents of Trinidad and Tobago understand that, and still about 65% of the children who goes through the system comes out like a set of dunce, that they doesn't know the basic maths and English. And to be affording that and being a parent and have your child go through that entire school period and come out dunce, I had to put it blank and brunt, because we don't understand languages that is respectable and you know, decent. Right. You had to put it and break it down to the level that they understand. For your child to go through that entire period of being born, and then as about 17 years, you would come through that system, so that you had a government subsidize your entire school life. And then as a parent, you accept, because you're supposed to, by the time your child is 10 and think, understand the level of how they are educating themselves and the way they're growing up and their understanding and things. So you don't have to wait until they come out of school to understand that out here what you can write or you can read or you can do simple maths. And then these are the same people who will be supporting protest action that the government wicked and they're doing this and that. But you have a child raised in your own home and allow that child to come out of that whole system where they get free and can do basic maths and English. And one of the other ironic things that you just try to get your hands on around people in Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when people come out and make posts in the public domain and talk about is your rights, and they're trying to take away the rights, and nobody shouldn't vex when the person decides to protest for something. You know, if you now decide that, you know what, you're going to support the opposite of what that person is protesting about. Like, they protest for the shooting, you decide to protest the support of the police, while somebody would evade the police. You know, the same person who coming out and talking about they had the right and nobody shouldn't vex with the person, you know, those same people would condemn you now when you decide to take your democratic right and support something, and you will be bashed and humiliated and chastised as racism and all kind of dotishness. So
excellent point.
They don't understand. They don't understand what it is we saying. They want to condone something on one side, and just because you decide now that you have a different opinion, the same person will say, yeah, what, all you accept this, don't vex about it. They go condemn you when you now choose what you decide is better for your thinking. Something had to be wrong, boy. Have a good morning, sir.
Very good.
Take care, boy.
All right, cool, man. All right, people, we got to take a break and get to the second hour. We'll come back and take some calls in the second hour as well. As we prepare to go to the break, though, let me remind you of a few things here before we get cracking. All right. Oh, God, no, wrong thing. That's not. Right. There we go. The Trinidad and Tobago College of Therapeutic Massage and Beauty Culture, gentlemen. All right, so if you're considering a lucrative career in massage therapy or cosmetology, then call the Trinidad and Tobago College of Therapeutic Massage and Beauty Culture Limited. They are enrolling now for September 2026, and they have experts with over 40 years in the field. You could train for a job in the fastest growing industry in the world, and they are registered with the Ministry of Education, the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago for a gate-funded massage diploma, and they're also registered with the National Training Agency to teach a cosmetology level 2 CVQ. You could call now on 658-3907, or you could WhatsApp them on 496-1111. You could also visit their website, www.ttcollegeofmassage.com. So make sure and check them out today. Also, we want to remind you that Keolic is here, and they have several products in the Keolic range, all backed by science, over 900 scientific research and clinical trials, and all made from the aged garlic extract. Now you have the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, the circulation health, and the green powdered drink mix, as well as the probiotics. So pick up any one of the products in the Keolic range today by visiting a pharmacy or health store across the country. And for more information, you can WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. And Chef Shiraz has several courses. One of them will start on Saturday, the 6th of June. That is the food costing, restaurant, and catering workshop. And if you're interested in the others, there's the 13th of June, the 4th of July, the 13th of July, and the 10th of August. The International Creative Cuisine, the Certificate in Culinary Arts, and the 2 kids summer cooking classes. So sign up today, get registered today. You can give Chef a call or WhatsApp him on 3724639 or 7375097. All right, we are 7 o'clock this morning in Trinidad and Tobago. Keep it right here on Breaking Dawn. We will continue after this. I'll see if I get Orlando Octave on the line.
True growth shouldn't make you wait. This month, Real Talk Financing is changing the timeline. Get up to 7% interest on a fixed deposit paid to you upfront. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Real results sooner. Call our Central or South branches today.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
Some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
All right, we're back. Yes, gentlemen, emotion over facts. We were having a little discussion during the break here. Emotion versus facts. You cannot be emotional. When you speak on anything from a position of emotion, you will go down the wrong road and you will lead people down the wrong road. And don't tell me that analogy with a couple that split up and a child in the same thing. It's the same thing. Anyway, we back, people. I had a wrong number for Orlando, you know. I had the father number, just so. Let me see if it's the same number. Right. I have a number for him here. Listen, I'm going to connect to the Bluetooth, for the phone calls. Want to get that in the back? Fellas? Right, I connected the other phone. It said can't connect. Yeah, that's what I'm telling all you. Right. I'm trying it now. Right, connected for calls. So we're going to try to call Orlando. I have a number for him, but why we're going to call him, I saw a video circulating, and there is a peace walk of sorts just now. Let me just double check this. Let me double check something on this here. It now dawned on me, just now. But I saw this was posted by IAN News. Let me see what's going on with this. Hold on, I'm just checking something here. Right. Where's the date on that? Yesterday? All right, I'll come back to that. Hold up on it. I'll come back to it just now. I want to make sure that I said, I'll call him. I wanted to call him during the break first, Does various thing. Right. Okay. All right. Before I get to that, let me just get to the priest. St. Mary's Church. Apparently, tomorrow is Corpus Christi. And some bandits apparently went into the church, St. Mary's Church. Now, St. Mary's Church, partner. Now, that is the church that I go to when I do go to church, right? My grandmother was very, very prominent in that church as well, Stella Reese, right? And that church has gotten some upgrades over the years, and in recent times, this new priest that it have there has attracted a whole kind of congregation, different congregation, real uptown congregation. So the whole church air conditioned and all kind of thing now. I know that Marvin Gonzalez has attended that church because I was there. I attended a church service and I saw him there with his family. So I know he goes to the church as well at St. Mary's. But the church was apparently broken into. Express spoke to the priest on the matter because apparently he caught the bandits in the action. Run the clip for me now.
You was my name? Oh, yeah. I'm Father Emmanuel Pierre, the parish priest here at St. Mary's House Church in St. James. Oh. Normally in the morning before Mass, I would come to the church. Normally around, say, 5 a.m. because Mass begins at 6:15 on Tuesday to Friday. This morning, I came around around 10 past 5, 5:15. As I entered the sacristy, I noticed the door was open and there was a table ajar to one of the doors. So I knew for a fact I had some unwelcome visitors. So I proceeded into the sacristy and there I saw the cupboards were all ransacked and some items spread on the table. So I moved to switch the lights on in the church. When I did so, I stepped, as I normally do, into the sanctuary. And when I did so, I saw someone approaching me with a white overall, I should say, and mask. My immediate reaction was, I caught you. And the intruder fled through the side door. After doing that, I tried to see which direction he was going, so I can pick up some information. He ran into the hospital compound, and there was a vehicle parked, color gray, silver gray, and I was able to get the number, which I just put down in the paper. I passed through the police later on, and he ran into the car, sat in the passenger seat in front, and the car drove off. So what I did after that, immediately I called 999. And I must say they responded very quickly. And they came and they investigated, took some information, and subsequent to that, a few other officers came a few days later to do other checks. I had to cancel the morning mass because the church, part of the church environment became a crime scene. So, and then did their work, and and they spent a few minutes. And when I realized what I was missing, we were missing 2 montrances. I saw for a fact there were some other items near to the door about to be taken. But because I came at that time to probably disturb them, they couldn't pursue. I checked the audio room and see that it was all open up, ransack, and again, some of the items packed, ready to go. And basically, that was it.
So they were only able to get away with the 2 months?
Montrances, yes. Yeah.
And how do you feel about this?
Well, actually, it's very upsetting and very disturbing, and upsetting and disturbing is always when your personal space is trespass, so to speak. And
Yeah, man. All right, so that's the priest down there at St. Mary's RC Church, just at the corner of George Cabral Street, right? So it's interesting that the priest came face to face with the bandits or the burglars or whatever you want to call them. But you know, this has been a long-standing trend there, fellas. How much churches have been vandalized and broken into and things like that over the years? There have been several, Like the church is now a place. You know what I mean? I don't know what is happening inside of there, but one of the sacred vessels used in the Roman Catholic Church to display the consecrated Eucharist for adoration, a monstrance, was apparently taken, or 2, as a matter of fact. But that's a brave priest, boy, to confront them. I guess he had a real faith in God there, boy. These days, with these fellas and them that running around the place. But I tell you, they go have a special place in hell for them fellas, You're breaking that church, boy. Anyway, I was trying to get Orlando just now on this peace walk that we're hearing about, but I'm not getting any answer, so we will move on. All right? I want to get back to the phone lines because we have Pastor John coming up in 10 minutes. So, well, not 10, but about 10, 12 minutes or so. Yeah. So we'll get back on the issues of the day as it relates to the maxi taxi drivers, oh God, just now, let me just connect back to this thing here. I'm going back to the other phone. Because I tried to call him on the other one, but I ain't getting him at all. Maybe I'll get him later on today or some kind of thing, so I don't know. I'll read you after this. Right? Oh, just now, caller. Hold on, yeah? Yeah, the next phone connecting? Yeah. All right, yeah, morning caller. Oh, no, I ain't getting, wait, hold on. What's going on there? That's now, caller, I'll come in to you. Because I see real people trying to call in, Right. I'm connecting it here now. Right, go ahead, caller. Yeah, go ahead. Why it not connected? Oh, right, sorry. I'm going to take the Bluetooth off for this one. The Bluetooth is off. Yeah, morning caller. Hello? All right, I ain't get him. It go on to our next call now, automatically. All right, just so. Yeah, just now, caller. Hold on. All right, it's saying connected for calls now. Well, I don't know why it's blinking on your end. All right? So we try to take a few calls before we, let me just sort this out here. All right, that's not. I'm going to come off of the call. Huh? Try it now. Hello, morning.
Stefan.
Yes.
What's going on, Ricky? What is plan?
Yeah, Ricky, what's going on? Talk to us.
I was asking a question yesterday, and I get some answers. What go on to the feasible studies that were done to bring back the train in Trinidad, boy?
To bring back what?
I think you know, you know, Embot and them had done a feasible study to bring back the train.
The rapid rail? The rapid rail?
The rapid rail. What become of that, boy?
Well, they spent a significant amount of money on that. It was a few billion, well. The project would have cost some billions more. It would have been a very expensive project.
But Stefan, it had train in Trinidad before.
Yes. Well, of course it did. Williams shut that down.
Well, but on the upgrading of the country and the amount of money that we spending on all different kind of things, I think the rapid rail would have been worked out to the best interest of Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? And I think they should reconsider and think about bringing back that. And that will solve maybe all the problems in transportation that we have in Trinidad. You understand?
All right. All right.
I think they should do that. Later.
All right, no problem. Yep. I don't know, a split on that, A split on that, but maybe people could weigh in on that, if that makes sense. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
Morning. Damn, as sorry to say, that rapid rail situation might be nice. I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice. It's going to be expensive. But take into consideration the nice buses that the governments of all times had brought to this country. And when you look at it, 2 and 3 people going up the road, and that has been subsidized for the longest while, right? Because people want to go road with a maxi, and nobody don't want to go in the bus. And if you see how nice and comfortable those buses are, and with AC and air condition, no, the rapid rail or whatever system they may be bringing, it is going to be good. I'm not saying it's not going to be nice; it's going to be modern. But one thing is a cost, and whatever a cost is to the government, it is a benefit to us. But let's say it's running on time, right? And people could understand it running on time. What's going to make it so different from the PTSC service that we have right now? What's going to make it so different? And is a state-funded enterprise, is a subsidized thing.
Okay.
What is going to make it so different, right? We have to understand that, and if we as Trinidadians don't appreciate what the government is doing for PTSC and to hold them accountable to run the buses on time, and we not taking those buses. We didn't have no maxi yesterday and the day before, and everybody full up the bus because they want to get to go where they want to get to go.
Right.
And right now, people have a culture that they want to get to go where they want to get to go in style, and they want choices. But ask yourself really and truly, how long it's going to last if they really put it into perspective, and they have to keep subsidizing it.
Okay.
Right?
All right, point taken.
Another thing with the maxi taxis now, I hear the only thing I agree with them is that if they drive in at 65, they're going up to 4th gear. They may be going up to 4th gear, and yes, it is going to put us as engineer, as train on the transmission.
Right.
Right? Up to 4th gear. But I heard somebody say the wheelbase and the 80 kilometers and 65 kilometers one will be faster than the next. A speed is a speed is a speed. It has no fast 80 kilometers and no slow 65 kilometers. A car going at
65 is 65 and 80 is 80. That's true.
65 is 65 for a car. 65 is 65 for a 25-seater.
Yeah.
The thing is stopping distance. The safety of it is stopping a maxi with 25 people in it is going to take a longer period of time in terms of an emergency stop. Stopping an empty maxi taxi with a driver and 2 passengers is going to stop in a quicker time.
Okay.
If there's an emergency to brake, right? That big wheel is going to have revolutions that are going to be slower, but it's going to cover a greater distance. A smaller wheel going to have much more revolution to cover the same distance. but 65 kilometers per hour is 65.
Yeah, agreed.
Whether it's a car, a motorbike, or whatever it is.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah. I heard the caller made that, the guy calling yesterday and he talked that and I was like, but, you know, morning, in real time, you know, then another call came in and I got distracted with that and yeah. Morning, what's up?
Morning, Stefan. Morning, Stefan, I'll tell you something. At 65 is really for them little back road and thing, boy. With them woodpecker holes and them in them road, that way you go 65. You getting people to run 65 on the highway? Or normal road? Now, Stefan, I'll tell you something. It's a good thing. I'm glad what the police do to come out with the buses and carry the passengers where they have to go because I form a safety too and people will be glad to go in that. I wish every morning that the police and the fire could come out with their buses and make two trips in the morning, 2 trips in the evening. By the end of the day, people might say, but that man real harsh because police work there. But it's other shit, but it's police and firemen is hardly do anything. That's something that's work. Now, by the end of the day, ever watch a Maxima when they're running on the road? This one passing and cutting that one and zigzagging that one just to pick up a passenger down the road. You understand? That's how some of them is operate. Right? By the end of the day, this one want to make because majority of the people them, some of them don't have their own buses. Some work for other people. Some work in a sense that they make for the people that who own the bus and make for themselves. So I don't think what they're trying to do to 65 that go make it because they have other men, that young Maximen now, they run the road like keep that. And you have the rapid rail train. Let me tell you something. That go pass you some people Lutron and thing now because everybody built up on the train line. Right? Long ago had the loco. Loco look like the train, but it's a carry cane. And they used to have trains. So right now everybody built up in them places and you have no way you can run a rapid rail in this country. You gotta move out of them houses and them because they're built on the line. So for you going on. Have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of the week.
I have never seen the reason or the purpose for a rapid rail because Trinidad's so small. I just think it's too small for that. I leave Port of Spain here, and if it wasn't for the traffic by the roundabout there at Katwaru Trace to get into the grounds on Saturday, I would have been there. Director, how long would that take us? 40 minutes? 40 minutes, less than an hour. Morning, and I penal. Morning.
Morning, Mr. Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the physics. A vehicle will load our shorter stopping distance, a longer stopping distance, sorry, than a vehicle without load. That's the physics behind it. But everybody know nobody to travel at 65 kilometers on the water. Everybody know that. But remember, the driver of any maxi, his concern is safety to the passengers.
Right.
Right? Some years ago, the association, I think, alongside the ministry, put out an ad speaking about maxi drivers or maxi men only taking short drops all over the place. My mom fed up just stick with that. She gone to the Pune market and she can't come back somewhere. Everybody dropping crepe and spinning.
I heard about that, the short drop thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody don't talk about that. The association don't even talk about that. What happened yesterday? Yes, the minister he interviewed at Puto, I saw on social media, he said they're in for the long haul. Today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday. And then in the evening, how they say everything done? Yeah. Feel sorry for all you.
Yeah.
So all that two president then. Have a good morning, Mr. Stefan. I go.
Yeah, that's I think they didn't plan it properly, you know, fellas. I think they didn't, I believe they didn't think properly about what they were going to do. Either that or whatever took place in that 4-hour meeting satisfied majority of the members, maybe not the association heads, but the members, and the members say, you know what happened? I satisfied with that, I go back out and work. You understand what I'm saying? So, because you can't, you plan this big strike for 3 days. Right? And I don't think, while the TTPS and the Defense Force, Homeland Security brought out vehicles, I mean, how much vehicles they really brought out? Maybe 15 to 18 vehicles. So I don't think that was in big quantity to say, well, you know. But there's another theory. I have another thought on it. But let me take this call. Morning.
It's not for pleasant morning.
Yeah, bud.
In all my years on this earth, I have never seen the maxi taxi drivers protest and the government acting the manner in which they act. They bring on them buses and them. That I give them full 100. Full 100 to see the military and them on the bus who that help with all the people and them. I've never seen that in my life because in the past that I protested with them maxi and people catch the tail on the road.
Right.
That, it might look like something small, but that was a big thing that the government to bring on them vehicles. That is performance. When we're talking about performance, that is performance.
I think that was performance. Hey, let me ask you something now. Let me ask you something, caller. Hello?
Yes,
you're still in a wheelchair?
Yes, Stefan.
You didn't try the new prosthetic initiative that the government has, that they launched some months ago. You never applied for it?
No, that has nothing to do with the prosthetic part. No, that don't have nothing to do with me.
Oh, that wouldn't help you?
I did surgery, 2 surgeries on my spine and can't walk.
Oh, okay. All right, understood.
Stefan, you have good memory, boy.
Very
good memory.
Yeah, well, I see they launch it and it's helping a few people who couldn't walk and that kind of thing. So I know you're a man, I know from in the earlies, you told me you're in a wheelchair. I know you're just advocate for the DSS information to come out to what going on with that money and that kind of thing. But I just, you know, as I saw the prosthetic program, I was meaning to ask you if it was something that would have helped you. But yeah.
I have my 2 legs, man.
All right. No problem, bro. No problem. Yeah,
but
man.
that was good performance yesterday. I'm satisfied with that.
All right, cool,
man.
man.
It's the first time I ever see it.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Yeah, man. All right, we got to get to the break and we got to get to Pastor John. But before we do so, I see there's been a call for a national shutdown. Well, first off, I see the opposition having this meeting in Equacy today to protect our freedom and democracy. I don't know when freedom and democracy has been in danger. I really don't. Right? And I think they're just piggybacking off of people's emotion based on the whole protest outside the DPP office. Right? And all of a sudden the narrative is freedom and democracy. But there are instances of freedoms and democracy that were in danger under them. But apparently they didn't recognize that. And I ain't going to go into all of that because I think the listening and the viewing public, all they're mature enough and all they're big enough and have enough sense to know exactly what is what, where that is regarded. So whoever show up for that, show up, no problem. And then I see that the national shutdown that is being called for, and the Prime Minister did issue a very brief statement on that. Let me just share that with you guys. You have it there, right? The PM on the shutdown. Put it up for me now. As it relates to the national shutdown that they're calling for on Friday, the Prime Minister said that citizens are free to protest, free to shut down the country, or free to turn up to work on any day. In our society, citizens are allowed to pursue their individual choices within the law. At the end of each month, every individual has to pay their bills, and therefore, they should make choices that best suit them. End quote. All right? So that's the Prime Minister on the call for a national shutdown on Friday. I would say, though, that they choose a real good day, though, fellas. They choose Friday. Friday is the 5th, right? But tomorrow is a holiday. What is usually happening in Trinidad and Tobago when you have a holiday on a Thursday? Plenty of people don't come out on Friday. That's a foregone conclusion. That's a natural thing that has happened. People has taken it as an opportunity for a long weekend and take the day. So I'm waiting to see if they will come and say, well, the national shutdown was a big success because plenty of people didn't show up for work. But usually when you have a holiday on a Thursday, Friday is a day that, you know, plenty people just opt not to going to work because they don't plan, well, look, out, you know, we'll go away for this weekend or wherever the case might be there. So I waited to see what materializes with that, if the population is sold on this, but we'll see where that goes. All right, we're going to take the break. When we come back, Pastor John will be with us. Don't go anywhere. Breaking On continues after this. Trinidad, I love you so.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it was that layer.
Legends need to be celebrated while they can still hear the applause. Trinidad and Tobago. Let's show our appreciation for this Calypso giant in Thank You, David.
Saturday, June 6th at Napa, Port of Spain.
One night, one legend, countless unforgettable songs.
Celebrating King David in his presence and performing some of his many hits include Roger George, KV Charles, Chrison Joseph, Terry Lyons, Adrian Filbert, Irvin Alves, Chuck Gordon.
Special guest Super Bandman, Dane Gulston, and the Lydian Singers.
MC Sonny Bling.
Tickets cost $225 and $275. If stocks last, call 491-1802.
Thank you, David.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
TT Bet Arena is your one-stop entertainment.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it was that layer.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canopia. Chic Leisure Limited. Quality you can trust.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
All right, people, so we're back, and it's about that time on Wednesday. We're going to be joined by Pastor John, who will be with us in the next 15 minutes. Pastor John, good morning to you. He's live via Zoom from New York. How are things?
Things are good, man. Every day above earth is a great day.
Exactly.
And if you doubt me, try mixing one and tell me how it feels.
What's that?
If you doubt me, try missing one and tell me how it feels to miss a day.
I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that.
And you know, we from Trinidad, we always like to doubt. Oh, I doubt that. You make a joke, so doubt this one and see how it feels.
God. Oh, boy. All right, so what are we talking about this morning, man?
I am talking about your cells.
Right.
The root cause of all disease is unhealthy cells. And the root benefit of healthy living is healthy cells. It begins at birth, at the conception of your life. One cell develops into trillions of cells, and maintaining cellular health is the best defense against major chronic illnesses. Healthy cells regulate your energy, repair your tissue, and prevent harmful inflammation. You could look at this, you could look at it both ways. You could look at a dog and see a dog is about 10 times more free radicals than a human being's oxidative stress. So the dog die quicker than a human being. So when a dog is 7 years or 10 years old, a dog is extremely old in human age. That's what takes place with the dog. Or you could look at it as when you were in your teens and you were healthy. You didn't need anything. You could go to bed and sleep 4 hours and then get up the next day and go to the gym. You play sports, you fall long, you get back up, your body repairs itself quickly because your cells was healthy. So by understanding how cellular function dictates your overall wellness, you can make targeted lifestyle choices to protect against your heart disease, stroke, cancer, respiratory disease, diabetes. In fact, all diseases, you can make your choices. You make choices by knowing every time you eat or you drink, you feed a disease or you fight a disease. And that hidden wall inside of you, when we think about our health, we often look at the big picture. How our heart is beating, how much we weigh, how our energy levels at the end of the day. But to truly understand our health, my friend, and all of God's beautiful people who are listening to me now, you need to zoom in to a simple understanding. And for folks who are listening to me right now, if you're not sick, right now in Simi Valley and all the high-tech people, they are talking about cells, fixing your cells so you wouldn't get sick. This new wave of health and wellness will be prevention. There's so much people is aware now that, wait a second, if I keep myself cells healthy, I'm not going to get sick. We need to look at the microscopic building blocks of our bodies, is our cells. You're made up of trillions of cells. When these cells are functioning properly, your body is in a state of balance. And they efficiently turn the food you eat into energy, repair daily wear and tear, and communicate with each other to keep you thriving. You know something? You might be wondering, what type of topic is this? This is the root, even medicine right now. Scientists, the future, when you go to the doctor in the future, not too long from now, they begin to look at it. They begin to look, let's get to the root cause. You have arthritis? Let's check your cells. You have a headache? Let's check your cells. You got cancer? Let's check your cells. Anything that someone may be sick with today, you could simply look at the cells and see that the cells are unhealthy. That is why we have the cell activator. You hear me talk about it, the triple activator? This is to activate the cells. And we talk about the sugar blocker. The sugar blocker is to what? Block sugar from damaging your endothelial cells. Every part of your body have a cell. Your eyebrow have a cells. And I hope you're not like, I hope you women in Trinidad is not like the ladies in America. Some of them will scrape off the eyebrow and put a marker or a pen or some kind of stuff they just put on top of it. But what I'm saying to you, even your eyebrows have cells, and your eyelashes and your fingernails. Every iota of your body have cells, and it needs to be taken care of. And the activator restores the mitochondria. The mitochondria cells in the body produces energy. It restores the sirtuins in the system, because as we go older, it depletes our thymus, gets weaker and weaker. This is why COVID-19, we saw an example where the survivable rate of a younger person was much greater than the survivable rate of an elderly person over 65 because of the thymus. And then it activates your body's own antioxidant enzyme so the body can start repairing itself. This is why in clinically testing this activator, we saw 40% reduction of oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is what going to age you. In other words, your biological age might be different than your chronological age. You might take a twin, for example. Both of them is 70 years old, twins. Come out around the same time. Maybe a second or half a second from each other. But they came and existed in the same time. One biological age, the chronological age might be 70. Chronological age might be 70. And one biological age might be 50. And the other biological age might be 90. That's a 40-year swing difference in the both of them. One is aging like 70 and one is young and are moving on. Not the young and the restless, but the young and moving on. So to bring this in perspective, I'll give you the mic in a minute to ask me a question, but I need to get this message out. Heart disease and stroke. Keeping our microscopic motor running, let's start with cardiovascular disease, which include heart disease and heart attack. You see, at the center of these conditions is the health of the cells lining of the blood vessel, which is the endothelium, the lining of your red blood vessel. That's your endothelial cells. Your endothelial cells could wrap around the world, trust me. It's 60,000 miles in hard to conceive. That goes around the world 2.5 times. Your cells are, when your cells are healthy, they produce crucial molecule called nitric oxide, which keeps your blood vessels flexible, relaxed, and free from dangerous plaque. And like erectile dysfunction, directly responsible for erectile dysfunction is the same thing with your heart, because the penile arteries are blocked. That's what it is, because the cells are damaged. The blood is not flowing correctly. So to become, these things that I'm talking about, we move on to cancer. So many people have cancer, they're wondering why, and when will it end? Stopping cellular chaos. Cancer is fundamentally a disease of cellular growth and repair. Normally, cells divide in a highly regulated, orderly fashion. But when your system becomes damaged, it goes like wildfire. It goes crazy. You start to sing all kind of stuff. You're playing Jab Jab, you're playing Juve Morning, Jab Jab, Carnival Tuesday, everything in one. It mixes up. You don't even know which is which when you have cancer. You don't even know if you're playing in a steel band, you're jumping up in a steel band or a brass band because of the complication it causes. I got two more and then. So first, providing your bodies with antioxidant, the triple activator and the sugar blocker, and we have other things to add. I got 15 minutes. I can't speak about all the different products I have in the space of time that I have, but you must call me at 516-286-7079. What about respiratory disease? Defending your airway when you talk about chronic respiratory disease such as asthma, chronic COPD, we are looking at the cells that line our airwaves and your lungs. So even you catch a cold or even the flu or some type of respiratory issues you might have is directly responsible That's why you need the triple activator that will restore what was given to you at birth and allow the body to be alkaline, and the body will heal itself with the sugar blocker. So everything starts with the triple activator and the sugar blocker, and then we spread it out to other different products that will help the body get to the position and heal itself. And finally, your diabetes, diabetes, 1 out of the 2. You must master cellular communication is diabetes. Specifically, type 2 diabetes is heavily tied to how our cells communicate with the hormone called insulin. If you're struggling with diabetes and the A1C, start reading, start studying. Do whatever you could do, repair the cells. That's it. If the cells are repaired, like I'm a cancer survivor, and I have to know to keep my cells healthy for me to afford longevity of life. Because a damage occurred in my life, an accident happened. It slowed down, it accelerated my aging. And what I am doing right now is reversing it back. That's why I'm still using the products. Insulin acts like a key to unlocking your cells so that sugar in your bloodstream can enter the bloodstream. Statements made about products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, or prevent any disease. If you have a question for me, I would gladly answer it, or a statement, I would gladly listen to you, Mr. Stephan.
All right, but we have about 2 minutes, so I know you touched on cells this morning. You know, when you say cells, plenty people think just blood cells, but there are different types of cells. I understand you have nerve cells, muscle cells, fat cells, stem cells, all these different types of cells that make up, you know, in the body. There's one, is it epithelial cells?
Yes.
Epithelial cells. And those are cells with, they have protective, I think those are the ones that line the organs.
That is correct, Brian. Right? You can do this program by yourself.
And that's for skin and things like that, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, there are different types of cells in the body. And, well, the formula that you have, right, when we're talking about using the sugar blocker, with the activator, and so on and so forth, we're talking about it benefiting all these different types of cells?
That is correct, because you got to find a way, and what it does, we were created with our own protein in our body called NAF2.
Right.
It is, when the cells are unhealthy, it is sitting dormant. You have to activate it. Your NAF1 protein, which is the mitochondria, it needs to be activated. Your NAD needs to be activated also. Just like people are using all kind of medication for GLP-1 to lose weight. When the body itself was created with GLP-1, all they need to do is activate it. Just like a lot of people is taking all kind of supplements for collagen. The body was made with collagen. All you have to do is activate it. And this is how I get healed from cancer. And somehow for the last 15 years, most people are not really listening to what I'm saying. Because the whole culture we live in, it's treat the symptoms and rush for this and rush for that. And they call and ask if you have something to heal them. I don't sell healing products. My message is activation. What the body can heal itself, what you already have in your system. If your cells restored, all that glaucoma, stop the slighting, the see inside of you, everything, all that gone. Because you're getting back to the place where you used to be before, when you didn't need nothing. Right. When you get up to bed, you never used to get up with brain fog, and you're staggering and all kind of stuff. You're young, you jump out of bed and you could just rush to work or rush to school because you're late.
Right.
Because you had that energy.
Okay.
Because your mitochondria was functioning without. Do you have anything for energy? No, you have. It belongs to you. So all I'm doing is giving you stuff that will activate it because of. We'll talk about it next week because we run out of time. The same name of your station, Synergy. We'll talk about Synergy because the activators, all of them put together, is synergistically blend together to work together. When they work together, it's better than working individually by itself.
Okay. All right. Well,
We'll talk
Pastor
about
John.
what it needs to synergize next week in health, just like how your TV name was. I think your TV
Synergy
is
TV. Yeah.
Okay, so that word is a very, very powerful word that whoever gave this TV that name, you should walk with him and kiss his ring or kiss her ring or something and say, boy, you're good.
All right, man.
Whoever gave the name, the TV name, whoever come up with the name, I have no clue who the owner is.
All right, well, Pastor John, thanks a lot for your time. People, you can contact Pastor John on the number on the screen, 1516-286-7079. That is 1516-286-7079. WhatsApp him or either call or message him. All right? Pastor John, thanks a lot. Enjoy the Zoom.
You're welcome.
All right. So, people, we got to take the final break. When we come back from that break, we got a few birthdays to get to before we wrap things up. And remember, tomorrow's a holiday, so we're not here. We'll be back on Friday. But take this in, and when we come back, we'll deal with the birthdays.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Let's get it started.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsane, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
All right, people. So we got some birthdays and then we out. So let's get straight to it. Shouting a special happy birthday to a handsome grandson, Elijah. Hope you enjoy your day to the fullest and may God grant you many more to come. Coming from Grandma Cookie, your cousin Kaylon, and the rest of the family. And they love you. So Elijah, happy birthday to you and enjoy your day today, buddy. Also, good morning, happy birthday month to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, can you kindly wish my wife, Sasha Mohanlal, a special happy birthday today, wishing her all of God's blessings today and always. Have a wonderful day from your husband, Vinod, your in-laws, Anna and Muniram, Vidish and Shreya. All right, so happy birthday going out to Sasha. Also, birthday greetings to a very special grandmother. All right, so happy birthday to our mother/grandmother, Joan Rudder. She has made Breaking Dawn a part of her morning routine religiously. She loves your show. Today is her birthday, and we want to let her know that we love her very much. May God continue to bless and strengthen her from your loving family. Miss Rudder, good morning to you. I hope you enjoy your birthday, darling. Have a good one. Nice. You can eat a slice of cake for me too. All right? Because I can't eat no cake right now. Right? Would also like to send belated 25th birthday wishes to Vinish Benny from the Benny family. All right? So big up yourself, Vinish, from the whole Benny family. And hey, he was in the run, man. Run, Stefan, run. 132, boy. Good. He ain't get nothing, though. I don't think that win a prize. Did it? I can't remember. Real people win prizes, you know. I hope he won a prize. Also, birthday greetings going out to an amazing mom, Indra Gopal, who is celebrating her 71st birthday today. This is coming from her husband Sam, her daughters Kamli and Diana, her son Anil, sons-in-law Sean and Kevin, daughter-in-law Dimple, and her 6 grandchildren, Ronaldo, Daniela, Angelina, Anish, Liam, and Kaylee. And our mom never misses Breaking Dawn and is always talking about what Stefan said. So I know she will be very happy to hear you reading out her birthday greetings. May God continue to bless you with good health, long life, and endless happiness, Mom. From your family with love, happy birthday. Indra, happy birthday, girl. Oh, gosh. Happy birthday, darling. Enjoy it. Who else we have here? Happy birthday going out to Celine Babulal from your parents, Neela and Terence, and your brother, Chad. Continue working hard and doing well. So proud of all of your accomplishments thus far. All right, so happy birthday going out to Celine Babulal. Nice, man. That looked like, who's that? That was Bliss, boy. That could have been Bliss, you know. I feel like Bliss. She played with Bliss. And finally, good morning. Could you please extend happy birthday greetings to my mom, Selena Jagasa. She will be celebrating her 67th birthday on the 3rd of June. Greetings coming from her daughter, Melissa, son-in-law, Nigel, also her grandchildren, Neela and Leon, not forgetting her darling husband, Benjamin, all of Hermitage Village, San Fernando. Enjoy your birthday with your loved ones. And yeah, man, have a good time. So enjoy your birthday this weekend, and yeah, many more to you. All right, so people, that's it for today. We pack it up and put it away. We will be back on Friday. We have Rush. Rush will be joining us. We have a representative from Rush. Let me see if I just find the name here. But the amount of people I spoke to yesterday. All right, here it is. So we'll have... actually, it's Rush Sports CEO, Michael Luktong. All right, he will be on Friday. We're going to be talking about the FIFA World Cup and the Caribbean media rights. So this is about where you can view the World Cup games, how you can view the World Cup games, right? So you want to pay attention for all of you football fans. Look out. And this is going to be via Zoom because Mr. Luktong will be coming from Jamaica. He's in Jamaica. So we're going to be doing our Zoom link with him, and we will chat about that, okay? And of course, the World Cup starts on June 11th. That is just a few days away, about a week or so. So we look forward to that as well. Football fans, my country not there, Italy. I know, I thought I said Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Trinidad and Tobago is my first love. But of course, being Trinbagonian. But, you know, Italy, as usually back Italy, is the 3rd straight World Cup that Italy is not there. I am very angry. Anyway, until Friday, people, do enjoy your holiday tomorrow, Corpus Christi. Take a little time to reflect, and we will be back on Friday, and we'll see what's popping when that time comes. It's Trinidad and Tobago, so we expect that lots will be going on. Until then, have a great day. We out.